European Union is a political and economic union of 27 member states that are located primarily in Europe. Its members have an estimated total population of about 447 million. It was formed in 1957 and was called E.I.S.S, European Economic Community. The goal was to prevent wars and strengthen the economic bonds, the idea being that countries that trade with one another become economically interdependent to avoid conflict. At the beginning, there were only 6 countries: Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and Netherlands. Since then, 22 more countries joined, and a huge single market has been created and continues to develop towards its full potential. What began as purely economic union has evolved into an organization spanning many different policy areas, from climate, environment, and health to external relations and security, justice and migration. A name change from European Economic Community to the European Union in 1993 reflects this.
How does the EU works and what are the benefits? The EU works in different areas following some fundamental principles such as the freedom of movement, the freedom of trade of goods, services and capital, and the human rights protection. The freedom of movement. It includes different rights. They are the right to look for a job and the right to reside in any state or nation of the EU. The freedom of trade. The European Union is one of the most outward-oriented economies in the world. It's also the world's largest single market area. Free trade among its members was one of the EU's founding principles, and is committed to opening up world trade as well. The EU provided an overview of achievements in 2019 and of outstanding work ahead for the EU's 36 main preferential trade agreements. The accompanying staff working documents contain detailed information as per trade agreement and partner. The human rights. Within the European Union, there are 2 main lines of policy and action in the field of human rights. The first is the protection of the fundamental human rights of EU citizens, while the second one is the promotion of human rights around the world. The EU Charter of Fundamental Rights guarantees the right of European citizens. It establishes fundamental rights that are binding on EU institutions and bodies, and also applies to national governments when they enforce EU law.
The euro is the official currency of the euro area countries and the only one adopted by 19 of 27 member states of the Union that are members of the European Union Economic and Monetary Union. Eurozone has a population of over 343 million people. The official birth of the single European currency took place on 1st January 1999 with a press release from the European Council of Ministers. The debut of the euro on the financial markets dates back to 1999, while monetary circulation actually began on 1st January 2002 in the 12 EU countries that first adopted the new currency. Since 2002, coins with 8 different values have been in circulation: 1, 2 and 5 cents coins with the copper color made up in copper-coated steel. Coins of 10, 20 and 50 cents in gold color made up in Nordic gold, and 1 and 2 euro coins bimetallic and with a silver gold color. Euro banknotes, unlike coins, have a unique appearance valid throughout the euro area and are available in 7 denominations, each with a different size and color: 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 and 500 euros.
There are 3 bodies which manage and govern European Union: European Parliament, European Commission, European Council and European Court of Justice. European Council. It is a collective body made of the leaders of each member state who meet to define the priorities and general political guidelines of the European Union and to discuss key issues affecting the European Union. For example, the member state of Italy is Giuseppe Conte. European Commissions. It is one of the main structures of the European Union. It is made up of a delegate from each member state of the European Union, and the president is Ursula von der Leyen. The Commission meets in Brussels to draft new laws and enforces them, which will be approved by European Parliament. European Parliament. It is a parliamentary type institution representing the people of the European Union, and is the only European institution to be directly elected by citizens of the Union. The European Parliament is responsible for approving the law proposed by the Commissions. European Court of Justice. The European Court of Justice ensures laws are applied the same way in each country. It is based in Luxembourg and it is composed by 27 judges, one for each country.
The European Union is a political and economic union consisting of 27 member states that are subject to the obligations and privileges of the membership. Every member state is part of the founding treaties of the Union and is subjecting to binding laws within the common legislative and judicial institution. In order for the EU to adopt policies that concern defense and foreign affairs, all member states must agree unanimously. The EU countries are these: Schengen countries are those European countries which have signed the Schengen Agreement. Those countries operate as a single state with no border control required when traveling within the countries, but have the same international border control use. The European Economic Area, abbreviated as EEA, consists of the member states of the European Union and 3 countries of the European Free Trade Association, EFTA, which are Iceland, Liechtenstein and Norway. The agreement on the EEA seeks to strengthen trade and economic relations between the contracting parties and is principally concerned with the 4 fundamental pillars of the international market, namely the free movement of goods, people, service and capital. The European Free Trade Association, abbreviated as EFTA, is an intergovernmental organization established in 1960 by 4 European countries to promote free trade and economic integration to the benefit for the member states. The association is responsible for the management of the trade between 2 FTA countries.
The United Kingdom was a member state of the European Union and of its predecessor, the European Economic Community, from 1st January 1973 until 31 January 2020. Since the foundation of the EEC, the UK had been an important neighbour and then leading member state until Brexit ended 47 years of membership. During the UK's times as a member state, 2 referendums were held on the issue of its membership, with the first being held on 5 June 1975, resulting in a vote to stay in the EEC, and the second held on 23 June 2016, which resulted in the vote to leave the EU. Brexit. The meaning of the word Brexit refers to the United Kingdom exit from the European Union and derives from the crisis of 2 English words, Great Britain and exit. The choice to leave was taken with a referendum on June 23, 2016, in which more of 30 million people voted. The term has now entered the language of common use and in recent years inevitably become a synonym of profound uncertainty.